Hey data geeks, welcome back to Data Structure, your go-to channel for all things data. Today I've got something super exciting and a bit different from you. We all know that interviews are a pivotal part of our career and mastering SQL is essential for any data analyst. So today I'm going to tackle the top 10 frequently asked interview questions in SQL. In this video, I have compiled 10 of the most commonly asked SQL interview questions along with the solutions. I have also included all the related materials in the description so you can easily follow along. Make sure to watch the video till the end for all the insights, and if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me. If you have any questions or run into any issues, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. I'm here to help you succeed in your interview prep. Let's get started and ace those interviews together. So, first, let's take a look at our top 10 SQL FIQs. These questions are the result of an in depth analysis of LinkedIn posts, ensuring that they are highly relevant and commonly encountered. We'll tackle each question one by one, providing you with clear and concise solutions. So, let's get started. So let's start by creating our database. Create database of int query and select on tables, right click, click on table data import wizard, provide the path to our hr underscore emp dataset and click on next. Once you click on next, it will show us, and we will select the create new table as hr underscore emp and drop table if exist. Click on next, select the field types of the columns, so it has automatically assigned field types, and you can see hire date is also given as text. This is deliberately because we will perform some feature engineering in the coming future to change the hire date into date field type. So rest of the columns are fine. We can move ahead, click on next and prepare to import the data. Since it is a small data set, it won't take much time. Click on next and click on finish. So we have successfully imported the hr underscore emp. Let's check out the data set. Once you select star from hr underscore emp, it will show you all the data set that we have just now imported. Now let's check on the column types or the data types of the column. So to do that, we will use the show column function and run it. You can see the field types are given. It is almost okay. So as you can see that the field types are showing. Now let's go ahead and change the date data type. To do that, we will use the alter table and modify hire date and give it the date data type. Let's run this and see if it is working. So it is showing successful. Let's check out the show columns again and see if it is done. So okay, as you can see that the hire date is now showing as date data type. So it's done and we are ready to move ahead. So we have added hr underscore emp and we have to add another data set which is order data set. So to do that, we will use the create table. I have already written the query for needed, and you can pause the video and write on your own, but let's run this and create the next data set. So it contains all the column name and the data type and the not null function. You can see that in this one also I have given the order date as text because we will change just like we did for the other data set. And after running, you can see the order data is done. Let's right click, click on table data import wizard, provide the path order data set and click on open. Click on next. So the reason we use two different methods to import the data set is basically because the size of the data set. The previous data set of the HR employee data set was a really small data set. It consisted of only 103 records, so it was easier to import directly. But when you are using a large data set, it is good practice to you create the table yourself and then import the data. And because it is a large data set, it will take some time. As you can see that it is importing the data. So I'll pause the video right now and show you the finished product. As you can see the finished result, we have imported the data set. Let's click on finish and you can see more than 9,900 records are imported. Now let's check out our data. Select star from order underscore data and let's run this, and you can see that we have successfully imported the data set. Let's move on with our queries. It's showing an error. Okay, so the error is that we have to change the format of the date as well, and to do that we have to set order date and give it the format that SQL understands. So after doing that, we can use the alter table query, and after running you can see that we have successfully changed the data type of the order date into date data type. Okay, it's showing a success, and now we can move on with our interview questions. So let's give it a final check to both the data sets. Select star from HR underscore EMP. It's okay, and let's final check the other data set. Select star from order underscore date. Okay, so we have successfully imported the two data sets, and we are ready to move on to our first question of our interview FIQs. So the first question is, write a query to find all employees whose salary exceed the company's average salary. So we need to find all those employees who are earning more salary than the average salary of the company. So we need to find the two things, and they are the average salary and all those employees who are earning more than the average salary. So it is a fairly simple query. Let's start. Select star from HR underscore EMP, where salary is equal to, is greater than, select average of salary from HR underscore EMP. So it is a one-liner query. We just have to select those salaries which are higher than the average salary. Let's run this and see what the results we get. I'm sorry, it's showing 0 results. Okay, yes, so we have all those salary which are more than the average salary, but let's check if we are actually getting the correct result. To do that, let's check the average salary. Let's select average of AVG of salary from HR underscore EMP. Okay, so the average salary is, okay, we have an error salary. Now we will get an accurate result. So the average salary is 10,148, and let's check if anything is lesser than 10,148. Okay, so we have a column of 11,200, and I think the lowest is 10,300. So we are safe, and we have extracted all the salaries which are higher than the average salary. So this way we have answered the first question of our interview FIQs, and we are ready to move on to our next query. So the next question is, write a query to retrieve all the name of the employees who work in the same department as John Doe. Okay, so we don't have a John Doe in our dataset. Let's select Aman Sharma. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy the question. Yes, Aman Sharma is present, and we will find all those employees who work in the same department as Aman Sharma. Copy and paste. Let's go ahead and paste a second question and try to solve the second query as well. So we want to retrieve all the name of the employees who work in the same department as Aman Sharma, and there are a couple of ways that you can find the answer to this question. Let's start. Select star from HR underscore EMP, where first name equal to Aman and last name is Sharma. So we want to find all the details about the employee whose name is Aman Sharma. So let's just narrow our search and just find out the department in which Aman Sharma is working. So it's showing an error. What is the error? Let's select everything and let's run it again. So it's showing an error again. Okay, it's HR underscore EMO. It should be HR underscore EMP. I'm sorry, it's a small mistake on my end. Let's correct it and let's run it again. So you see that Aman Sharma is working in department number 50. Now we can do two things. We can just extract the details of everyone who are working in department number 50. So to do that, we will select star from HR underscore EMP, where department ID equals to 50. So this is a two-line query where we will first find the department ID of Aman Sharma and select everyone who is working in the same department ID. So as you can see, we have got three results, and the second way to do this is using a single query and including both of the query we wrote above in a single query. So we will write select star from HR underscore EMP, where department underscore ID is equal to select I will select the first query and copy paste. Select star from select department ID from HR underscore EMP, where first name is Aman and last name is Sharma. Let's close the bracket and run the query. So I think everything is fine. Let's check it, give one more time, and okay, so let's run this. Okay, so now you can see that we have combined the two queries and made it a single query, and the results are same. So we have successfully retrieved all the employees who work in the same department as Aman Sharma. So we can move on with our next question, which is write a query to display second highest salary from employees without using the max function twice. So we can use the max function to retrieve all the for highest salary, but we have a constraint that we need to use the max function only once. We cannot use the max function more than once. So let's see how we can do that. Select first name comma last underscore name and department underscore ID from HR underscore EMP, where salary is less than, we will use another subquery, select max of salary from HR underscore EMP. Let's run this and see what the result we are getting. It's still showing an error. Let's check. I think select is okay, but it is showing an error. Let's write the select function again. Okay, it's not our fault. I think it's okay. Let's run this. The one more thing we have to add, limit is 1. We need just the second highest salary. Okay, we have an error. Employees doesn't exist. Oh, sorry. We have to give the proper dataset name, HR underscore EMP. Now let's run this and see if we can get our, yes, we have the first name, last name and department ID, but I also want to find the salary which he is earning. So let's select the salary also and see what he is earning. Salary is, so it is salary he is earning is 29,000. So let's check if we are getting a correct result, and to do that let's select the salary of all the employees and format it and show it in a descending order. This way we can find out if the result we have got from our query is okay or not. So select salary from HR underscore EMP, order by salary in descending order. Let's see. So you can see that the highest salary is 34,000 and the second highest salary is 29,000. So we are getting a correct result that Gopi Kumar is earning a salary of 29,000, which is the second highest salary in the organization. So this way we have find out the answer to our third question. Let's move on to our fourth interview question. So our fourth interview question is, write a query to list employees who joined the company within the last 12 months. Okay, it's a typical question where we want to find out all the employees and their details who have joined in the last 12 months. So since this data set is not of current date, so we need to find one thing first. We have to find the max order date, hire date. So the max hire date is the latest hire date which an employee was hired on. So let's find all the list of employees who have joined the company within the last 12 months, and to do that we have to find first the latest hire date. So to find the latest hire date we will use the max function and we will put hire date in the max function, which will give us the latest hire date when an employee has joined the company. So the latest hire date is 19th of March 2001, and now we can move ahead and select everyone who has joined between 19 March 2001 and past 12 months. So select star from HR underscore EMP, where hire date is between date sub. Now we will use date sub, which will give us the interval that we need of 12 months. So we will put the date of the max hire, which is 19th March 2001, and then we have to provide an interval which is 12 months, interval of 12 month, and we will give the max hire date, which is 19th March 2001. So I think this will work. Let's run this and see what we get. Okay, so as you can see, the 5 rows are returned. So these 5 employees have joined between 19th March 2021 and 12 months prior to this date. So we have successfully find out the fourth answer to our fourth question as well, and we are ready to move on to our fifth question. So but before that, let's let's show you another way that we can use to answer this question. So basically what we did is we find out the max date first, and then we use the date sub to find all those employees who have joined 12 months prior to that max date. So we can do both of the steps into a single query, and to do that we will use the query select star from HREMP, where hire date between date sub, and we will provide the max hire date here. Select max hire date from HR_EMP, and next we will provide the interval of 12 month and select max of hire date from HR_EMP. Okay, so let's run this and see if we are getting the same result. And we can see that there are 5 rows returned, which are exactly the same as our previous query. So let me show you the previous query as well. We have the same names and the same salaries and the same details as well. So we have successfully now completed our fourth question, and we can move on to our fifth question, which is write a query to find all customers who have placed more than 5 orders. So for this query we will use the second data set, which is order_data, and let's see how we can answer this query. Okay, let's just add some more lines. Yes, now we will start with our query. So it is a fairly simple query. We just have to find all those customers who have placed more than 5 orders. So select name, count. So select star from order underscore data. Let's see what are the columns that we have in the order data set. So there are 6 columns, and it contains of more than 9,900 records, and we just have to find out right now all those customers who have placed more than 5 orders. Select, so we want to show the name, so we will select the name, and we will use the count function, count of order ID as order count from order_data, and then do a group by name and provide a having clause having count of order ID, having count or order count greater than 5. Let's run this. Okay, so we have all those order names and order count who have placed more than 5 orders. So I also want to see this in descending order, because we also want to find out in the same query which customer have placed the highest order. Also I want to see the products that they have placed order for. So let's do an order by, also order by name, sorry, order by order count, and in descending order. So we have added the product in the select query, so we have to add the product in the group by column also. So here we have all those names which have placed the orders more than 5 times. So Diego Ferreira has placed orders the most. He has placed order for most for the paper also and binders as well. So I can see that Diego Ferreira has placed the maximum order period, and let's just see all the names of the customer who have placed total orders. This way we can find the total orders divided as per the names. So Diego Ferreira has placed the most order 920 times. Let's move on to our 6th question, which is write a query to count the total number of orders placed by each customer. So it's basically a similar query, we won't have to do much, and let's see how we can answer that. Select name, because we want to find the orders count of total number of orders by each customer. So select name, count of order ID as total orders from order underscore data, and group by customer, sorry, group by name. So that's it, we can do this and we will get a result. So Caillou has placed 191 orders, then 155, but let's do an order by also, so we can find out the person who has placed the most number of orders. So order by total orders in descending, DESC. Now we will be able to say which customer has placed the most number of orders. So as expected, Diego Ferreira has placed 920 orders, which is the most. So we have answered our 6th question also, and if you are watching till now, I think you like the video, so don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, because it provides a great motivation to create new videos. So let's move on to our 7th question, which is write a query to calculate the total sale amount of each product. Let's copy this and paste it in our SQL workbench, and let's find out the total sale amount of each product. So select star from order underscore data. So we want to showcase the product and the sale price. Now sale price is nothing but total sales is nothing but sale price multiplied by quantity. So we will need the product, sale price and the quantity columns to find the answer to our 7th question. Let's go ahead and write select product and sum of sale price. We need to multiply sale price with quantity, so let's find sum of sale price multiplied by quantity. So this way we will find the total sale and give it an alias as total sales from order underscore data, and finally do a group by product. and finally do an order by to show which of the product has given contributed to the most sales. We will do an order by total sales and give it a descending order. Let's run this and we can see that chairs have contributed the most to total sales, followed by phones, followed by tables, storage, binders, etc. So this way we have found out the products and the total sales, and also are able to determine which product is contributing how much to the total sales. Let's move on with our questions and go on to solve the 8th question, which is write a query to list all the products that have never been sold. So basically we want to find the product which has never been sold, or the quantity for these products will show 0 in our data set. So let's see how we can do that. Select product and sum of quantity as total orders from order underscore data and group by product and order by total orders in descending order. This is a basic query. This will show us all the products and the total quantity for which they have ordered. And we can see that binders have been ordered the most, and only pencil and scotch tape have never been ordered. So this is a one way to showcase which product has never been sold, but let's see a more refined way to find the answer to this question. So to find a very refined way to answer this question, we will write the query as select product from order data and group by product and having sum of quantity equal to 0. So basically we just want to show only those products where sum of quantity is 0. Let's run this and we can see that only pencil and scotch tape are having sum of quantity as 0. So we have successfully found out the answer to our 8th question, and let's move on to our 9th question. So 9th question is write a query to identify the top customers who have not placed any orders in the past year. So we have to showcase only those customers who have not placed any orders in the past year. So for this also we will need to find out the max of order date, as the order date is not of current year. Let's first write the question and let's start with our query. So as I was saying, we need to find out the max order date. Select max of order date from order underscore data. So max of order date will show us the latest order date that we have in our record. So the latest order date is 31/12/2023, and we need to find all those customers who have not placed any order going back 12 months from 31/12/2023. Select name, product and sum of quantity from order underscore data where order date between date sub select max of order date comma interval of 12 month and select max of order date from order data and do a group by name and product and having sum of quantity equals to 0. So I think this will do, but it is showing an error. Let's see what error is. Okay, so we have to add another bracket here, and I think it is done. Let's see what the output is. Okay, so these are all the customers who have not placed any order in the past 12 months. So as we already know, only pencil and scotch tape has no orders, so it is showing only those customers who have been buying pencil and scotch tape, but they haven't placed any order in the past 12 months. So let's move on with our final question of our frequently asked interview question, and which is write a query to remove duplicate rows from a table. Now this is a very important question. We have to find the duplicate rows and check whether we have a duplicate row, and then delete the duplicate row or remove the duplicate row without affecting the data set. Let's see how we can do that. So select star from order date gives us the whole data set. Now and then we will write select order ID, order date, name, and basically provide all the column names and provide another count of star, because we want to count the number of times that we have those particular rows, and group by the given column names having count of star greater than 1. So basically what we are doing is giving all the column names and counting how many times they have unique, how many times the rows are done. So doing this, we find that there is only one row which has count 2. So there must be a duplicate row of this particular row. So now let's go ahead and see how we can delete the duplicate row. So now let's go ahead and see how we can delete the duplicate rows. So to delete the method, and where we will first create a table order data underscore unique, which will only select the unique values and leave all those values which are duplicate. So just selecting the unique values will automatically remove the duplicate value. So create table data underscore order underscore data underscore unique as select the all of the columns from order underscore data and then do a group by of the same columns. Now we will drop the earlier table which we were using, which was order underscore data. So but first let's run the previous query. Do a semicolon here. Let's provide a semicolon here and let's run this. First we will create the unique table and copy the data from the previous. So as you can see that there are two tables, one is order data and the other is order data unique. Now let's perform and select star from order underscore data underscore unique. This way I can show you that it is the same data set. So order underscore data is giving the following result and we have the duplicate value in this order data, and let me show you the new data set, that new table that we created just now named order data unique. And in this data set you will notice that we do not have any duplicate values. As you can see that column order ID number 6 is just given once. So we can say that we have successfully created another table without any duplicate values. Now let's drop the order data and rename the order data unique as order underscore data. So we will use alter table order underscore data underscore unique and rename to order underscore data. So this way we are reverting the unique table to its original name, which is order underscore data. Now you can see the newly created table is gone and we have only the order data. Let's give it a final check. Select star from order underscore data. So this way we have the same data set but without the duplicate values that was previously present. Okay, so this way I have provided answer to 10 of the most frequently asked interview questions. I hope you liked the video and you get to learn something. I will try to do some more videos on these interview questions as well. But if you like the video, I'll request you please like the content and subscribe to my channel, so whenever I post a video you get a notification. And if you have any issues or any queries regarding the queries that I have shown, do post it in the comment and I'll get back to you at my earliest. So I think we can end the video here. So thanks a lot for watching and enjoy.